All right, here we are going to be multiplying fractions, and the easiest way to remember how to multiply fractions, two words, straight across, meaning just multiply straight across. So in this case, 1 times 5 is 5, and 2 times 6 is 12, and 5/12 cannot be simplified, so the correct product for 1/2 times 5/6 is 5/12. On into the next problem. We also can multiply straight across. It always works. 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 4 is 12. But then you will realize that 6/12 can be simplified, and the greatest common factor of 6 and 12 happens to be 6. So we're going to divide by 6 over 6. And remember, 6 over 6 is the same thing as 1. And anytime you divide by 1, you end up right where you started. So 6 divided by 6 gives you 1, and 12 divided by 6 gives you 2. So the correct answer is 1/2. However, there's a shortcut I'm going to teach you all called cross reducing. Cross reducing is where you find factors that are in common diagonally. So when you stare at 3 in the numerator in one position and 3 in the denominator in the other position, that's technically 3/3. Well, 3/3 is what in simplified form? That is 1 over 1. So we can cross those out and write 1s because we're technically dividing by 3 over 3. And then we're going to go look diagonally the other way. You're looking at 2/4. Well, 2 and 4 have a common factor of 2. So we can cross reduce that into a 1 and this denominator into 2. So now you're actually staring at these new fractions. You should notice that it's just 1 times 1. Well, 1 times 1 is 1. And then you have 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. So 1/2. You still don't understand that? Keep in mind you can multiply in any order. So you could use 2/3 times 3/4 and change the numerators around. What I mean by change the numerators around is 2 times 3 is going to be 6 no matter what. What I mean by that is you could do 2 times 3, or you could do 3 times 2. So instead, I'm going to move the numerators or switch them around. And the reason why I'm doing this is you should realize that 3/3 is the same thing as 1 whole, and 2/4 can be simplified to 1/2 because 2/4 share a common denominator, or excuse me, a common factor of 2. So that changes that one into 1/2. And what is 1 times 1/2? 1/2.